Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. My name is Andrew Adams and today we're going to be going over the problem to-sum, which is number one problem on Leetcode actually. It's pretty basic and simple, but it's a good introduction to hash maps. So let's get into it. I'm just going to go straight to our example. We're given an array of nums, as you can see right here. We're also given a target value, and we want to find out if there are two values here that equal our target. And then once we find that, we need to return the indexes of those values in our array. So let's just draw it out on the whiteboard here. Let's say we got four numbers. We got 2, 3, 5, and 7. And our target value is equal to 8. Now, what we want to do is, the big key here is to use a hash map. So let's say over here we have our hash map, and we're going to iterate through this. All we have to do is go through it once, and when we get to each number, we're going to add it to our hash map. So for example, we get to 2, and we go ahead and add it to our hash map here. And then before we add each value, we want to do this important check. And what we're going to check is target minus nums I, and see if this value is within our hash map. So for example, when we get to 3, we're going to check 8 minus 3 if 5 is in our hash map, because if it is, we know that those two values add up to the target, and then we can return those and we're all set. So first we get to 3, is target minus nums I. 8 minus 3, 5 in our hash map? No, it's not. So then what do? We add it to our hash map and we move on to the next one. 5. Is target minus nums I. 8 minus 5, 3 in our hash map? Yes, it is. So then we know it's in there. We return the indexes of our two values that add up to the target, and we're all set. And what's great is all we do is we go through this whole thing only once, and it runs in O of n time, which is the most efficient you can do with this algorithm. And that's how you do it. So let's code it out. All right, so first we're going to initialize a couple of things. So of course, we have our result array, and that's going to be size 2, just our two indexes that we return at the end. So we'll have that, which is going to be our answer, and then we're also going to have our map type integer, and this is going to store both the value and the index of the array, so we can go back and return the indexes of the values that add up to the target. So we'll just call that map equals new hash map. All right, then we're just going to have our traditional for loop that we have for, a lot of these problems. Int I equals 0, I is less than nums.length, I plus plus, which just iterates through each value in our array. And then we want to do that check that we talked about. So we're going to check if our map contains the key of, what was it? It was target minus nums I. And this right here, this if statement, I feel like this is the big thing you need to take away from this problem. If you remember this part here, you're probably going to remember the rest of it. The rest is pretty simple, just remembering how to make that check in the hash map for the values that add up to the target. So if it does, then we can set the second value equal to our current index. So int 1 equals I, and then the first value is going to be the one we found in the hash map. So we can just do map.get, copy this in there. Why do extra typing if you don't have to? And set that there, and then return result. I don't know why I called it int. It's supposed to be result. And then if it doesn't find it, then we just add it to our map. So map.put, and we're going to put in nums I, which is the value, and the index. And then if we get through all that and don't find anything that adds up to the target, we can just return the result, which is going to be an empty array. Should be good to go. Let's see if we made any mistakes. Looks good. We'll hit submit. And yeah, looks like it all checks out fine. So let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Again, this one's pretty simple, I think, but it's good to get introduced to hash maps using this problem. Thanks, guys, and that's pretty much it.